my shirt wasn't done. The temperature dropped. Shannon Miller here, and today is, what is today? Wednesday. So I wanted to come here and make a couple of announcements so that I won't forget. First and foremost, if you are part of the Bloom networking group that meets on the second Wednesday of the month at 6:30 at Transformation Ed, this is a reminder that the meeting is next Wednesday. And if you are going to be unable to be present, as in your physical body, you need to provide me with a proxy. And if you're a brand new business owner here in Prescott, Arizona, and you're either women-owned or women-run, you're more than welcome to attend. Please bring your business cards. We do a potluck dinner, and we usually have a learning lesson lab going on. We are not going to have one this month, next month, or the fourth quarter, because fourth quarter obviously is the fun part. It's our Christmas party. So if you're interested in that, please private message me and I'll get you that information for sure. I actually run that group, and I think we have like 14 ladies, so we're always looking for new members. And I also wanted to come out and announce that I finally, yay, these bad boys, I have contracts that are for sale. A lot of them are from my old company, so I've catered them. They're fill out your own templates. They come in a PDF form. So this one is actually an employee paperwork. It actually has a non-compete in here. It goes over the basic of what you'll be charged for supplies if you're an employee. It goes over the attendance policy, a non-smoking policy, giving 2 weeks notice, tip policy if you worked in teams. Sometimes you don't work in teams. I didn't. Mobile phone policy, mop water and toilets, uniform deduction. So it's like a little mini handbook. Model release, and it's pretty basic there. We also have top to bottom deluxe cleaning contract right here. I actually deliver these through the email system, and they sign out all together. So if you're interested in that, this is also for sale. I have the maid broker. So this is actually my current, because I'm a broker of maids, this is my current contract. If you need one of these, I can actually format it for your company, and you get the photo. I have a blank one that doesn't say the maid broker on there. So if you're interested in that, what else do I have? Oh, I have a basic non-compete contract if you don't want the employee part. And you just want a basic non-compete, and you can cater that to wherever you are in your state or country. I have a one-time cleaning contract. This is a contract that I used for almost a decade. I actually had to change it for a lot of reasons. So I had to break it down for just move out, top to bottom, those types of situations, and it goes over a lot of scenarios. It is a 15-page document, so that's for sale. Here is my very own, this is an oldie but a goodie. This is a welcome packet, so when you sign on a brand new customer, you can have them fill out this piece of paper, either digitally or old-fashioned paper, and it goes over a lot of the basic stuff, and it's catered to your company name, and it does come with the picture. It goes over the cancellation policy, what to do with wood floors, credit card authorization, those types of things. And then I also have a vendor agreement, because I actually don't have employees anymore. You guys all know that. So this is my maid broker vendor agreement, and it goes over all of the details of what that is. So if you're interested in any of those, private message me and I'll get you the price. They're pretty economical considering how much work went into them and what I paid an attorney to write up. So I think that's a fabulous price. I've had a lot of questions recently over independent cleaners who want to expand. If you are, hey, I'm all for growth, but if you're going to expand, the very first thing you need to do is make sure that you're charging enough to be able to afford that helper. Labor is really expensive right now. You're not going to find anybody who's going to work. I saw an ad today, I don't know where it was, on Facebook somewhere, and they were offering $12.15 an hour, which is minimum wage here in Arizona. and their big plus was, 40 hours a week plus benefits. If anyone who lives in Arizona right now, we have an influx coming in from other states. You're not going to be able to find a place to rent for under $2,800. You're not going to be able to make it off $12.15. So good luck with that job. So if you are a brand new cleaner and you're interested in expanding, make sure that you're charging enough. You need to charge top dollar. Professional maid services right now in the state of Arizona go from $47 an hour to $55 an hour per person on average, unless of course you live in New York City or the state of California, and I think you're getting about $90 to $95 an hour per person. And that's average. That's the national average here in America. So that's important. And two, with your current client base, make sure that you have given them a price increase to be able to afford that. Price increases should be done annually, and I know you guys hear me on my soapbox all the time. You should give your clients a price increase for house cleaning at least one time a year. And it should be roughly 5% of the total value per visit. This year in particular, I've given out price increases twice this year. We have the highest inflation we've had in 29 years. Let me repeat that. We have the highest inflation we have had in 29 years. That's like a third of my life, right? So just keep that in mind. Do you have, and then if you want to expand, you have to have a valid screening process of getting your employees onboarded. Are you going to have actual employees? Are you going to have 1099s? There's gray areas everywhere. You need to be sure that you're following the law, because you can get dinged by the IRS and pay a really big, ugly fine. And then they could take your license away and you won't be able to make any money. So make sure that you have a valid screening process. For us, we do a background check. Everyone, including babysitters, we're all background checked. Everybody who comes in my house is a background checked. So that's super important. And you have to decide how much you're going to pay your employees. And $12.15, like I mentioned earlier, is not going to cut it. The only industry right now that I see that is struggling is the restaurant industry, and I was in the restaurant industry for 17 years. I ran a $6 million a year restaurant for many, many years. We've all heard of TGI Fridays, right? So your margins are different, so you have to be able to do other things to sway the margins in the right direction, and we all know that alcohol is a 3,000% markup. So, sorry, there's bugs out here today. So if you, you're gonna have to pay some money to get good employees to stay, and promising someone $12.15 an hour and 40 hours a week isn't gonna cut it. So if you're having an issue with hiring good quality people, private message me. I'll be more than happy to walk you through some basics on what you need to be charging for your clients so that you can afford to have good employees. And then how long you're going to train your new hires. You know, I used to do 2 weeks of training. It was $1,200. I actually have scaled down the training when I had employees, and it was, I want to say 5 full shifts. So I went from 12 training shifts to 5 full shifts with training houses. If you need help with that, I'll be more than happy to walk you through the basics of that. So those are just the 5 top things. Everyone keeps asking me, I want to expand, I'm super busy. What do I do? How do I do it? When do I get there? What should I, do first? Though in those order, you should be able to qualify somebody. I talk to business owners all the time, and you're just not going to get anybody for $12.15. I personally think that the $20 to $25 an hour is the sweet spot, and even higher, depending on the job and the situation, sometimes $35 an hour. It's a trade. We were considered essential, so that's important to remember. What else was I going to discuss? Someone had asked me about post-construction cleaning. If you're a contractor, bless you. I know lumber is an exorbitant rate right now, but there are roughly, I consider, 3 different types of post-construction cleanings. I've done roughly 1,900 of them since the inception of my business over a decade ago. And there's the large projects, which are usually large apartment complexes, and those are usually a rough, a polish, and a smooth is what I call them, or some contractors call them a rough, a smooth, and a smooth. It just depends. So they're going to want usually square footage pricing, and they're going to want extra insurance and all this other stuff. It can be a little complicated once you add on the blanket waiver of insurance, but you just have to make sure that you allow adjustment in your contract when you do that, and make sure that you get a 50% deposit. Here in my state especially, and I'm not saying that you guys are all bad, but we get a lot of people in northern Arizona who are just a little unscrupulous. So they come up here on vacation, they build a house, and they didn't budget in for cleaning, and then you do the job, and then you have to chase the money. Don't do that. Get a 50% deposit, whether it's Venmo, credit card, whatever it is that you decide, because that's important. And check out the company that you're going to hold hands with. It's like going on a date, right? We all scope out everybody else on Facebook. Well, I haven't had to do that because I'm married, but you know what I'm talking about. That you check people out, right? To make sure that they're legit, make sure they don't have any complaints of the Better Business Bureau, make sure they have a license. Not everybody has a license. Maybe people have gotten their license revoked. There's lots of reasons on why people are in the situations they're in. So be a little cautious. And then there's homeowner post-construction cleanings. That's the, these are always funny. So you get the homeowner, and it's, you know, they're usually newly retired, and he's going to gun-ho it, and he usually busts out a wall, and they don't tape off, and construction dust gets everywhere inside the home. They didn't empty out the home either, so it's fully furnished, and of course they all have oak furnishings with all the little nooks and crannies. So those are interesting post-construction cleaning jobs. And remember, post-construction cleaning is only a vacuum, a wet wipe, and a dry. That's all post-construction cleaning is. And then it's a repeat. It's vacuuming, wet wiping, and drying until you get like 99% of that dust up. Also, remember to tell your clients that they need to have the HVAC or air conditioning unit, the ducts cleaned with all of the filters, because what will happen is they'll pay you $2,000 for the post-construction cleaning job, and then they'll turn on the heater and it'll blow all the dust that had settled during construction all over all that stuff again, and then they'll have to pay to have it recleaned. So that's super important. And then there's the small contractor, and I'm talking small contractor. I usually build about 12 to 15 homes a year. That's what I consider small. I know there's volume in there. We won't talk about numbers or any of that other stuff, but that's important. So a smaller contractor, smaller jobs, those are usually single family homes. Those are usually empty and the window dressings are already up. Super important to be able to facilitate that. You have to ask if they want walls washed. Same deal with the homeowner who did his own rehab. Ask them if they want the walls washed. Wall washing adds significantly to the price, and you really will realize that your head, this head right here, is 14 pounds. And your arms will hurt because you have to do, it's all manual. You can't do it with a machine. There's no machine that comes and sucks it all out. So that's just my gist on the post-construction cleaning. Oh, and just a reminder, post-construction cleaning, the average, national average right now is 50 cents a square foot. I've seen some post-construction cleaning jobs at 75 cents a square foot. If you have a builder who scoffs at your price, they haven't done too many remodels, especially with everything have gone up in price. So 50 cents a square foot on average for post-construction cleaning. The larger jobs, you're probably going to have to go a little bit cheaper because you're going to make it up on the back end with the volume. So make sure you remember that. And I think that's, oh, yes, I almost forgot the most important thing. So I am having another master class, the Pricing Blueprint Master Class, next Wednesday at 4 p.m. Arizona time. So if you are a cleaning business owner, independent cleaner, clean with a partner, or whatever your cleaning situation is, and you want to learn about pricing, I want to help you. It is my goal, especially in northern Arizona, to get as many of you up there in price where you need to be, so that we all are collectively charging the same amount. We were considered essential, and I consider us the 23rd trade. So I will have that flyer up hopefully today, and it's the Pricing Blueprint Masterclass. You can go ahead and just private message me with your email, and we'll get you signed up. So next Wednesday at 4 p.m. Arizona time, I will be offering another free masterclass to learn how to price flat rate, and we'll go over all the nuances of regular maintenance cleanings, move in, move out cleanings, and if we have time, post-construction cleanings, I'll go over the breakdown, how to break down the math and how you're making it and what your labor should be and all that other stuff. So I look forward to talking to you guys soon. You take care.